checking the volume. Okay. Good morning to everyone. Okay, let's do our usual Bitcoin analysis. So daily is bearish. We have red dot in the momentum, and well, the money flow has been increasing, but it's already, it is still in the red, so it still hasn't gone through the zero line, and we turned here, so this is pretty much, I view this as a normal correction. Even we didn't go to the 26k or 27k, so we pushed a little bit. Everyone went bullish again, told that we are breaking up, but no, this is just a normal correction and we're going down. Now on the weekly it's interesting because we have this green momentum, but we're deep in the momentum, and the money flow is in the red, so maybe there will be another wave down, and this is I have been waiting for from June. Now it's nearly end of July, and probably this final wave to the downside is taking place, or will take place, hopefully, because I'm going to buy more Bitcoin there. Okay, so on the 4 hour we see that, well, we have a bought diamond yesterday, and we have been falling down. It seems we're a little bit exhausted here. We can still continue down, but I think there is a good chance that we consolidate higher a little bit, chop higher, and then continue downside action. Now we're just going to the money flow here in the red, so yeah, we broke this support. Now we're going down even more. We have some divergence here in the momentum. On the money flow, yeah, a little bit, but not much. So on the 1 hour there might be another EOX, or we might go up. I will be waiting on the sidelines. Let me see if there is good opportunity, but Bitcoin looks bearish and I want to wait. I don't want to go long from here, because we're a little bit low, like 21k, and I need resolution. If you already longed here, you might be wrecked, or you might be in loss, because the VWAP is turning to the downside again, and the money flow is pretty thick in the 30-minute, so it's going lower, so there is nothing bullish. Bought diamond here on the 15-minute again, and money flow is of course going down. Maybe it's good for a short, but I just feel that no, we're a little bit after this downside move in the evening. We might hover a little bit, maybe go to this level at 21,600 or 500, and then reject again. So it's yeah, it's a flat line right now. I don't want to long or short. I'm waiting for some better scalp. if the price goes to this level 25, 21.5, 21.6, yeah, maybe it would be good to short from here, because we might get rejected here. Of course, anything can happen. We might also break to the upside, but I really doubt it with this price action from Bitcoin. Also, the stock market hasn't been convincing lately, because we expect a new rate hike. As you can see, we are not good. We're going down here on the stock market, so probably Bitcoin will also follow the stock market. Right now we were at key support here at 21,500. We broke it. Maybe we backtested 21,600, 21,500 or 700, doesn't matter, but maybe we backtest this support and we go down. Looking at the price action, bears are in control, not bulls. Bears are in control. Pivot, yeah. We are close to the S1, to support 1. The pivot is at 21,700, which matches pretty much with what I see here on the Ichimoku cloud. So something interesting that this is going down now. This is the top traders average delta, and we printed some high here. We're going down. The interesting thing is this this volume delta is going up from the wall we had at 17.6. So if we start going down here, I think we topped out at 7.8 billion. There is a long way down. Now we're 6.3. If we continue like that to go down, it's bearish. It's bearish. So maybe this leg to the downside of the price and to the upside on this indicator is finally starting to. Now it's 22. I think we're almost bottoming here on the Bitcoin price interest, and if we start going up, the price should start dumping down, going down. Let's see 30 days, but yeah, I think this is on the 90 day it's more clear. Like on the 90 day it's pretty much. So this was the 17.6 wall in Bitcoin price here, June 13, June 14. It looks bearish. I mean, I don't want to walk this. I had a small walk yesterday. I almost unscathed, almost escaped, because I was on a loss. But during the night it hit my target, my modest target, and I was able to escape. But don't do this at home. On this indicator here, if we continue like that, there might be some small bullish sign. Maybe we go to this 20.5 or 6, I would say, maybe even higher. We'll see. but this looks a little bit bullish. Some divergence happening here. Yeah, and that's it from my side. Looks pretty bearish to me. This is my honest opinion. Onion, my honest opinion. Yeah, pretty much. I'm um, I'm starting Inspo Crypto on-chain daily analysis.
Hello folks and welcome to another Bitcoin market analysis by Inspo Crypto. We will check what's happening in the market, what we can expect next. As you see, they are trying after they did such kind of double bottom. They want to lift up, but it looks very really like a challenge to go down but also to go up. We will see what's going to happen next. However, let us make this time, really I will try to make a quick one. Let us go forward and check what's happening to the weights ratio 30 days moving average. Let me see. So, just to make clear, because some people are tracking the inflows to the spot exchanges and like only if we get some inflows to the spot exchanges right now, we will dump more. No, that's not the case. That's why we use the weights ratio 30 days moving average. When they are preparing, that means if they send, for example, 10,000 bitcoins and they distributed 3,000 bitcoins, but they let 7,000 bitcoins there, after 3-4 weeks, nobody will remember that. Nobody will have that in mind, and that's the key. That's why I use the weights ratio 30 days moving average. Otherwise, I wouldn't use the 30 days moving average or even the weights ratio. I wouldn't care about the weights ratio, but the weights ratio is indicating me a sentiment of the weights. And it was very, very bearish all the time. At the moment, it's declining, and usually in the past, we have references and context, means that's a preparation, the preparation is done, and it's in a transition for the, well, just to go over to realize now the impact to the price action, for example. So I'm expecting to see at least a big sell pressure that should trigger some volatility, and we need to be very careful next because, as mentioned several times, I called that last Friday or Thursday. I don't remember now. I said VIX is going to push up, SPX is going to push down. Usually, if that happens, Bitcoin. Sorry, I need to close here a window. Usually, when that happens, that means that Bitcoin should also get some volatility, and usually it should go down afterwards. So it would match very well to what we see here right now. I would expect even more to the downside, but as usual we will see. However, let us go forward. We have the 1 hour time frame here as well. As you see, they did it again. That was just push the price up and afterwards flip, just because they are sending more bitcoins or send more bitcoins to the exchanges, and the price have started to decline. That's what I mean. Preparation, pushing up, then distribute. That's what they are doing. If we check, for example, right now the 30 hours moving average, we see it maintains that level. It's not really rising a lot, it's not really declining a lot, it maintains even a very high level between 90 and 88. That's really high. Stablecoin supply is lifting up right now, stabilizing as we can see here, but if we can't do that now. I need to, well, let us talk about that just in a minute. Let us go forward and check what's happening here. Stablecoin reserves on centralized exchanges has lifted up. It's stabilizing right now, indicating, for me, that doesn't really look very organic. Usually that happens when exchanges are refilling their stablecoins reserves. Or some few big whales are want to push the price up before. That's also possible, but we need to see what the remaining data is going to show us. So let me show you the stablecoin supply, because from here it looks like, wow, Weights are coming back, everything looks fine. We need to zoom out here. If we zoom out to the 1 day time frame, we will see it's not happening. Since we reached our top, we declined a lot, and every time that happened, as you see here as well, okay, they burned a lot of USDC, then USDT Tether burned as well, then it lifted up, then they burned again, and that's happening again. So it's not indicating that big money is coming in again. It's not. We can see on BUSD and even on USDC that they are minting, but nothing big. At least it's not neutralizing the burns they had just in the past few months, you know. So that's it from here. Let us go forward to the flow activity. So, as mentioned, the flow activity is not rising. Instead, we received some bitcoins to spot exchanges, but nothing big. So, for example, today in the morning, 1,400 bitcoins, then a few hours later, 1,600 bitcoins, and so on and so forth. Last hour, 1,100 bitcoins. Nothing big, absolutely nothing big. What is essential here is that even stable coins are looking very flat. So since the weekend, where we had just here a little bit more inflows in stable coins to the centralized exchanges, um, that's it. I mean, right now more inflows are coming in. We also can see that outflows are also rising at the moment. If we check here, the last big one was 1,300 bitcoins just 3 hours ago. And also here, that's it. Let us go forward. It's looking very crazy. I mean, look at the funding rate. That's really volatile. We went up, then down hard, then up a little bit, and then hard up, hard down. Wow. And every time when the funding rate is moving, it's indicating that demand is changing. The demand for longs is rising or is declining, or even the demand for shorts, like for example right now, it's rising very much, much more than longs. So they are demanding here more shorts than longs. Be careful with that. Be very careful. Even it looks like the current support looks very solid, be very careful because everything always depends on volume. However, stablecoin inflows to derivative exchanges like zero, very flat, very, very flat. At the same time, also here to bitcoins, very flat. Something we know from past dumps, as you remember. It was very quiet, and then they initiated everything. I would expect something like this. Can take a little bit, so always be patient. Um, we don't need to rush here. Absolutely not. I'm still expecting to go up, maybe overnight. That's possible when Wall Street is closed. For maybe such kind of bull trap, we need to see. We really need to see. I mean, I'm waiting. I'm not trading at the moment. I'm still waiting to have a better entry, and I would like to I would like to see um, a higher price level on Bitcoin just to short, and to short carefully, not with high leverage, for example. Let us go forward. Okay, that changed a lot, it seems. Blockchain whispers. Oh yes, a lot. Okay. Also something that's making me bearish at the moment. As I mentioned just a few days ago, I said, oh, short. That doesn't look great, and that's where I stopped to trade because I was saying shorts was rising a lot. We had almost exactly the same picture but the opposite way. We had almost 1.6 billion in shorts while just 1 billion in longs. We went up. We pushed up very hard. Right now it's the opposite. Everybody is, it seems, looking to go up. Be very careful with that. I tell you. Be very careful with that. Even I'm not expecting to go down directly from here. I could be wrong. So be very careful with that because that's a ratio of 60 to 40. That's really crazy. Like we had just before with the shorts, now we have it with the longs. Let us check what's happening here. Let us try the spin if it works. Otherwise, yeah, come on, I don't care. Binance, let us check. So in the meanwhile, I'm checking other Okay. Well, it looks different. We see here, even we have, it's not volume, it's, I don't know what Kingfisher would say to that. Um, Impact in market price or something. I don't know. I was a big fan of Kingfisher, but since I know that's not the volume multiplicated with the leverage, and I don't know what's the formula behind, it's such, it's like gambling at the moment. I mean, the only thing I know right now is that means more impact to the price in case they liquidate that. And we have more on the long side than on the short side. If we take a look right now and if we check that we are talking about 16, between 18 and 16,000, or in case of shorts, 32. Let us take a look to FTX. Also, in my opinion, indicating they are using less leverage right now. Yeah, exactly the same here on FTX. Exactly the same. Well, it's the same structure. So close to the price, actually, we don't have any big clusters here. I mean, absolutely not. The only one would be here and here, and that's it. But that's it. So not really big, and in my opinion, not really useful. I mean, if they, I'm expecting a big dump, to be honest. So I'm honest to you. I know it sounds very like disbelief. It sounds like, but in my opinion, the next dump is going to be huge, and that explains at least why the West Ratio 30 days moving average pumped that much. I really hope I'm wrong. You remember since last year I was calling 24K, and we didn't see 24K now for, it, that's not true, just a week ago, but um, it's I was in disbelief after 24K. I was calling the bottom 24K just because of CME gap, and I think um, even it sounds incredible like fiction, but I think 10 to 12,000 bottom, it's possible. So yeah, the next big dump could first of all just bring us maybe to 16, 15, 16, and in my opinion that's not going to be the bottom. So but we will see. I mean, my 10 to 12 is thinking a monthly basis, so it can take a while before we get this 10 to 12,000. However, let us go forward. Well, let us zoom out and check what's happening here. um, as you see, um, is actually FTX distributing since a while. Even here, the aggregated is indicating that. You see also here, for example, that's really huge. That's Bitcoin margin contracts, so Bitcoin margin futures and stablecoin margin futures here also. So everything is showing a clear trend to the downside, and that's why the price is also following. Even if it's going up, it goes more down, up, more down, and so on and so forth. At the moment, we maintain that level, but we will see if it's going to hold. I mean, we are at 21,800. We had some option trades last week indicating we can go even below 21, so maybe between 20 and 21 we can go even more down or maintain, maybe go up a little bit again, hitting 23, then go down and walk sideways. We have a very, I can show maybe economic calendar. I have the economic calendar here, yeah. So I hope you can see that. I think you can see that. You see here, I mean, we have really big, big, big things this week. The main is Wednesday, for example. Oops. Wednesday, for example, as you can see here, we have Fed interest decision with the FOMC statement. We have GDP the day after. We have CPI Friday. So a lot of things that will have an impact to the price, and it would surprise me because, as mentioned, I'm still expecting a bearish price action on SPX, and it would surprise me if Bitcoin can hold. Because if it can hold, that could be a sign of decoupling and could be a sign that money is flowing in step by step back to the crypto market, leaving equities going over to crypto. Something I doubt at the moment, I really doubt, but everything is possible, so we need to be very careful. However, in my opinion, it's Bitcoin has failed to be the inflation hedge. Um, it failed to. It's just indicating it's one another asset, you know, and they use that to speculate and to make quick profits and so on and so forth. So I have my doubts that Bitcoin or crypto in general right now, if the markets are starting to dump, that crypto is not going to follow them. But if they are going to decouple, we can stay between 20 and 25, for example, like the long put letter is indicating until end of the year, maintain that level for a while. That could be possible. And in my opinion, if that's going to happen, alts will pop up because we know how it works. As soon as traders feel comfortable and they see, okay, we are not going to nuke anymore, we maintain that range for a while now, they will start to buy alts, 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 alts. We will have pump and dumps. We will have. Why not? I mean, but we need to see. It's too early to say that. I'm still expecting a big sell pressure because of the waste ratio, and we really need to see what's happening here. Let us check here 30 minutes. Coinbase, also interesting. Not buying big anymore like they did before. They are also not distributing, at least not big at the moment. As mentioned, Binance is distributing at the moment, but you know they, at least their CBD spot CBD declined by almost 4,000 bitcoins. Bitfinex lifting up, but Bitfinex is, to be honest. And if we check here right now, that's Binance Perp. Look that, I mean that's we went down. Oops. That's the funding rate. We went down, then up, then down, then up, then down, then up, then a little bit down, then a little bit up, then hard down, and now it's lifting up again. To be honest, I don't know. I never have seen such really strange funding rate moves in the past month. Not that big, because that was like, you know, up, down, up, well, down, up, down, up, down, up. Yeah, well, maybe I am not checking that every 5 minutes, to be honest. However, we can also see here that the open interest declined a lot and it's not really lifting up. Something I can also check if I go to my exchange activity, indicating also here and what conditions the market is right now. If we check here, for example, we can see we are even lower than last summer. No, oh Jesus, last summer was here. Oh God, no. Then September, between May and September 2019. So we reached now a level of 2016. So if we check that here, we are right now here. You know, because it's here. So you can imagine that exchanges are not making a lot of money, and it's wondering me that FTX and SAM. I mean, Bloomberg is hyping Sam a lot. I don't know if that matches to certain announcements by Sam indicating he want to donate money for the next elections to the Democrats. I don't know. That would be maybe too dubious. So I didn't say that, but I'm a little bit wondering how these guys are making money, if not with fees. That should be their core business. Liquidating clients, maybe, I don't know, I really don't know. But even here, the derivative markets, because many will say, well, Inspo, you know, I mean, FTX is more derivative and so on and so forth. Even here, it maintains a level before December 2021. So we are right now, well, maybe end of 2021, something between October and November 2021. That's what we see. Also indicating that even the derivative market is bleeding right now. And you remember I have mentioned I'm missing even huge volume related to derivative exchanges when it comes to inflows, Bitcoin, stable coins. I mean, just in May, we were receiving huge volume in stablecoins. I remember 600 million, sometimes 700 million. That's not happening anymore. So also something where I would say if spot is failing and if futures are failing, how are these guys making money at the moment? I really don't know, to be honest. But maybe you have an idea. You're welcome to drop me a line. So yeah, that's how it works and looks like. Let us go forward. Ah, no. You will say, yeah, what's happening to the entities? And you are absolutely right. We need to see what's happening to the entities. It takes a little bit. And we can see that the market maker was active with 1000 bitcoins here. So once again, nothing big. Also here another 600 bitcoins within 2 hours. So nothing. If we go to 1 day time frame, we can check the last time when the market maker was very big. I mean, look that. It's not low volume. It's really not low. I mean here 31,400 bitcoins, 23,000 bitcoins, 20,000 bitcoins. If we compare that, just for example, let us make a comparison to see. I mean, look that. That's not. I mean, it looks like he is not doing anything, but I mean, look that, and the price is not taking any impact of that. So in my opinion, that's a pure preparation, and that's why the voice ratio pushed up that hard in the few last weeks. And when they start to dump, they will generate a lot of sell pressure. The question is who is going to absorb and if they are ready to absorb all of that. I'm tracking this wallet. You remember the 100,000 bitcoins we received on a deposit cold wallet by Binance, where EMC said that it's not ours. We didn't purchase any more bitcoins. Ha ha ha. Well, if it's not yours, then someone is expecting something and is very well prepared. I'm tracking them, I show you that, but nothing is happening to that wallet. So we still are there. You see, that's that here. We still have almost 2 billions there. Some people ask me, is it maybe related to MT Gox? Maybe. I don't know. I really don't know. I know they will start to distribute all the bitcoins end of August, or at least they will start end of August. But I don't know if that's linked to them and if they are going to use Binance and then send all of them to Binance Cold Wallet. I mean, does that make sense? In my opinion, not. However, I mean, as soon as I see they are moving these funds, I will alarm you, of course, because that could be really huge. Let us go forward. Entity MM declined, lifted up a little bit, just almost 10,000 it seems. It has, yeah, almost few thousand. I don't know how much. This guys declined a little bit, didn't rise anymore, so not indicating accumulation here. This guys accumulated right now. It maintains a level. I don't know why. And retailers buying, just buying, buy, 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 and that's it. Let us go forward.
Yeah, I'm not interested in the exchange walls. I mostly was interested in the entities, and yeah, they're not accumulating, so they're waiting for something. You know, I'm waiting for this leg up and the price going down. Maybe this is what they're waiting for. So we'll see. Yeah, have been waiting for a month and a half already. Interesting. Yeah, in the meantime I'm doing some very small scalps, but nothing major. Yeah, this looks a little bit bullish to me, and we might have opportunity for a little bit of a scalp here, but I would say it's too dangerous for me. I mean, the risk reward is not much, I think. Yeah, I have some work during the day, so I hope I catch it somewhere here on 25, 21 dot 5, 21.6. Hopefully then we get rejected and go down, and yeah, and just wait for it. I don't want to go long because we might get rejected even from 21.3 or 21.4. Well, have a successful day, everyone.